Sketch supports a concept called timeframes, which show how an area may change. As you may have seen in other drawings, the colour red means that things are being added, while the colour green means that they are being removed. Here we have two timeframes and one signal box. Note that the signal box exists in both timeframes, it's just one object, not two. Editing this signal box will change it in all timeframes. Let's remove the signal box. We do this by marking it as recovered in the second timeframe. Recovered is green, and you can now see that the signal box is green in timeframe 2. It's still the same object, so moving it in one timeframe moves it in all others. If we want to move or modify an object, this requires having a deleted one and a new one. Here we have a ground frame which we want to move along the track. We start by marking the old one as recovered, which turns it green in the second timeframe. Now we add a new copy. The ground frame in this position didn't exist in timeframe 1, which is correct, and we set it to be new in timeframe 2. Timeframe 2 now shows the old and new positions as green and red respectively, indicating the change. Note that the SDEF export defines things as being existing in a timeframe, so has no distinction between red and black objects. Similarly, these green objects will not be exported to the equivalent SDEF timeframes because they don't currently exist. Some features in Sketch are not timeframe dependent, for example nodes, line breaks, text boxes and some others. The user manual has more details. Some systems require consistency across timeframes, for example gradients and chainage. Signal heads have more complex timeframe related properties which will be explained in a subsequent video. For example, they can have individual components which are new or recovered. Timeframes can be a sequence of changes, or there can be different options for a change. This may be indicated using the previous timeframe field. In the timeframe view, indentation shows the hierarchy, with indentation being sequences and timeframes at the same level being options. Here we see the as-is state, followed by 4 options. The last option has been expanded to describe 3 stages of work. Options and sequences will not usually be mixed like this, but is a useful illustration of how they appear.